Conservatives are often a very Orwellian bunch who can be capable of some pretty impressive feats of doublethink in service of preserving their often self-contradictory worldviews. One example of this is how they enthusiastically emphasize that being gay is a choice, while simultaneously putting others, and sometimes even themselves, through the tortures of orientation conversion therapies. These often involve these Clockwork Orange-like procedures designed to rid people of same-sex attractions. And the funny thing is, they rarely even work, if they work at all. There's certainly no shortage of stories of supposedly ex-gay people engaging in clandestine homosexual activity, if not openly stating that these therapies didn't really change anything. They try exorcism, praying the gay away, aversive conditioning techniques, usually involving electric shock or nausea-inducing drugs during the presentation of same-sex erotic visual stimuli. So in other words, they try to torture the gay out of you, and because so many of these so-called therapies regularly fail to produce heterosexual attractions, many ex-gay groups don't even claim to be able to do this anymore, and instead they merely encourage celibacy or entering into heterosexual marriages, despite the fact that they know they are really gay. So what I would like to ask all of the people who say that homosexuality is a choice is, if you believe your orientation is just a matter of making a decision, why do you need therapy to help you do it? And why, if it's just a matter of choosing to be straight, have so many of these ex-gay groups stopped even claiming that they can change your orientation for you? Not only does it rarely, if ever, work, it's often outright harmful because it reinforces guilt, shame, and self-hatred. Many of the people who come to these ex-gay organizations already have problems with depression, and once they find out that these therapies don't really work, their depression is exacerbated. Many organizations also charge exorbitant fees for this crap. Some folks spend thousands of dollars on it, maybe even tens of thousands of dollars on it. Which makes me wonder how many of these ex-gay organizations are knowingly committing fraud. And the most sinister aspect of these organizations is that some of them target children. Now, if you as an adult want to put yourself through this bullshit, that's up to you. That's your business. But what should not be a matter of dispute is that nobody should encourage or even allow minors to enter into these programs. There is no excuse for foisting this kind of trauma on children. But maybe when these people say that homosexuality is a choice, they don't really mean that orientation is a choice. Rather, they mean that homosexual behavior is a choice. Well, I would refer them to this video. But you know what? Even if sexual orientation were a choice, so what? Even if being gay were a choice, that's no excuse for dictating to people what kind of sex they are or are not allowed to have. I think more people should be pointing out that even if it were a choice, what consenting adults you choose to have sex with or get married to should be nobody's choice but your own.